Good morning, all the English-speaking world. My name is Ecrlinf-Linnik. I am Russian philologist and translator of the English and French literature. And now I want to read original English text of an article, my Russian translation of which you can find in the description of this video. I liked this English language article. I wanted to translate it into Russian language. I translated it into Russian language. And now I want to read aloud original English text of this article. If you don't like my Russian accent, you can read it yourself, because in the description of this video, you can find the text of this article. The author of this article is a Chinese English-speaking journalist, Alex Law. And this article was recently published in the very celebrated and very influential newspaper, South China Morning Post. Now I will read aloud original English text of this article, which I translated into Russian. So, Alex Law, how to profit from the massacre of the innocents. It was premature reporting. Gun stocks are muted in early trading. The New York Times filed online on Wednesday. As it turned out, except for the first half hour, weapons stocks did shoot up for the rest of the trading session. That's the kind of reaction to be expected in the United States stock market in the days after a mass shooting. The more horrendous the killings, the younger the victims, the higher the stocks go. And so the same stock pattern was repeated the day after an 18-year-old gunman shot his grandmother, then killed 19 children and 2 teachers before being killed himself by police responders. At the end of the day, the stocks of Smith & Wesson, American outdoor brands, and Vista Outdoor all jumped almost 7%. Storm Roger and Company more than 4%. Sportsman Warehouse 6.5%, and Ammo Inc. more than 5.5%. Why? The Times explains. The share prices of gun and ammunition companies often rise after mass shootings, with investors anticipating a spike in sales ahead of calls for stricter gun laws. That is not the whole story, but still a big part of it. Gun stocks similarly went up after a gunman killed 58 people and wounded more than 400 at a concert in Las Vegas in 2017. Likewise, after the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre, in which 26 people were killed, most of them young children, in 2012. Given the frequency of mass shootings in the country, it's an easy way to make a quick buck. Most investment tricks are rendered useless once they have become well known, but this one is likely to work for a long time, given Americans' enduring love for high caliber weapons and extreme tolerance for mass killings, even of young children. In any other country, profiting from such killings, especially of children, would have been frowned upon with a great deal of public disgust. Not so in the United States. America's high tolerance of gun violence is unique among Western democracies, perhaps around the world. New Zealand introduced swift and sweeping reforms of gun laws less than a month after the mass shooting in Christchurch in 2019, which saw 51 people killed and 50 wounded. The country's lawmakers voted to introduce a nationwide ban of semi-automatic weapons and assault rifles. In Britain, tough gun control laws were successfully passed through after a gunman murdered 16 students and their teacher in a primary school in Scotland in 1996. In the United States, though, just as domestic mass killings are almost always good for the gun stock investors, so foreign wars with US military involvement will for sure boost the stocks of major American weapons manufacturers. Since the Russian invasion started in late February, resulting in Washington's increasing supplies of weapons to Ukraine, Lockheed Martin's stocks have gone up about 15%, while those of Northrop Grumman gained more than 20%. Both are among a handful of elite weapons suppliers for the Pentagon. This is capitalist ideology at its worst. Just as United States overseas military entanglements are usually justified as promoting freedom and democracy abroad and liberating the people being invaded, so the constitutionally protected right to own deadly weapons is defended for the sake of American citizens' personal freedom, self-reliance, independence, and resistance to tyranny, such as United States federal government. It's safe to say there is a good deal of moral, legal, and conceptual confusion here, rendered all the more deadly because of many Americans' idea of and arrogant insistence on their peculiar sense of the meaning of freedom. Alex Law, How to Profit from the Massacre of the Innocents. The article published in newspaper South China Morning Post. This is the end of this article. I remember that my own Russian translation of this article you can find in the description of this video. Thank you for your attention.